Hi dear parents, welcome back to another math hour. Today I'm just going to teach you a simple little algebra technique called the jump technique. It's a visual technique. It helps kids understand how to move variables and constants in an algebra problem. Let me just show you with a little example right here, something simple. For example, if you have something like 2x plus 3 is equal to, I don't know, how about 5? And we want to solve this, right? Solve it for x. Now, in most schools, what they teach the kids is that they say, first, look for a constant, okay? In other words, numbers with no variables like x or y, and deal with them first, get rid of them. And to get rid of them, we usually do the inverse. In other words, if it's a positive 3, the inverse or the opposite of that would be minus 3. You see that? And then whatever you do on the left side of the equal sign, you do the same thing on the right side of the equal sign. So you do minus 3 over here as well. So plus 3 minus 3 cancels out. 2x is free. And 5 minus 3 is 2. You see that? And of course, to solve this, you just divide this by 2, divide this by 2. 2 divided by 2 cancels. X is equal to 1. Okay? Fairly straightforward. But sometimes kids have a problem with this. Sometimes they put the minus 3 on this side, or they put a positive 3 instead, and they forget to do the inverse. So I'm just going to show you a quick little jump technique, what I call the jump technique. It's a visual technique, and it could help your kids out, and just to help them with the algebra. So using the same problem, I'll show you the jump technique. So what I'm going to do is, I know that on the left side of this problem, of the equal sign, I have to keep my variable, okay, with the coefficient 2. It's got to be on the left side. Everything else has to be on the right. So on the left side, I'll keep 2x, okay? And then here's my equal sign. On the right side will be everything else. 5 is already on the right side, so I'll keep 5. Positive 3 is on the left side. It should not be on the left side. I need this to move to the right side. So I'm going to jump across the equal sign, and whenever you jump, the sign in front of the number turns into the opposite. So in this case, positive 3, once it jumps across that equal sign, becomes a minus 3. And here we go. You get 2x is equal to 2, and x is equal to 1. That's how you use the jump technique. Basically, and I'll show you this in just a few examples here. Sorry, I have a little bit of sore throat. Basically, whatever is on the equal sign, for example, whatever number here is on the equal sign, let's say it was positive 2, for example. If I want the positive 2 to jump across that equal sign, the positive will turn into minus, and that'll become minus 2. Okay? Same thing over here. Let's say there was a number on this side. Let's say it was a positive 3 over 4. Okay? And if this number jumps across the equal sign, the positive turns into minus, and it'll be minus 3 over 4. And that's basically the idea of the jump technique. If you jump across that equal sign, plus turns into minus, minus turns into plus. That's how it basically works. Let me show you this with a couple of problems over here. I got the pen over here somewhere. Here we go. Let me bring them up a little bit. Here we go. Let's try this out, okay? It's fairly straightforward middle school problem. So we got 3x minus 4, 2 minus 2x plus 1. Step number 1, distributive property. Let's multiply it all out and get rid of the parentheses. So we have 3x minus 12 is equal to 2 times minus 2, which is minus 4x, plus, and 2 times 1 is 2. Okay? Distributive property done. Now, I'm just going to remind myself that this is the left side of the equal sign, right side of the equal sign. On the left side, I keep my variables with their coefficients. I need all the x values, all the x numbers on the left side. 3x is already on the left side, that's great. Minus 4x, however, is on the right side. That's not good. So I'm going to jump across that equal sign, and the minus will turn into plus. And it's going to be plus 4x. Excuse me. You see that? That's how you do it, okay? And now everything else will go on the right. Positive 2 is on the right side, so that doesn't change. But minus 12 is on the left side. I don't want it on the left side, so I'm going to jump across that equal sign, and the minus will turn into plus, and there we go. Everything is in the right position. And now let's just do simple math. 3x plus 4x is 7x. 2 plus 12 is 14. Let's solve for x. Divided by 7, divided by 7, that's 1. So the x is free. And 14 divided by 7 is 2. And there we go. X equals 2. That's how you use the jump technique. It's that simple. Okay, let's try one more problem. How about another distributive property? Let's use a different color. I have it right over here. No need to write it down. Here we go. A little small, but it should be all right. Okay. Same thing. Distributive property. We got parentheses. Let's do it. And by the way, this is an inequality. Same technique will work for inequalities as well. I'll show you right now. So 4x minus 3 times 3 is minus 9. And minus 3 times minus x is positive 3x. Less than 9x minus 5. Excuse me. Alrighty. Now before I do anything, I should check for like terms. I have 4x over here, I got 3x over here. Why not just add them? Let me add them up. 4x plus 3x becomes 7x. I'm just combining like terms. Minus 9 is minus 9 over here. And it's less than 9x minus 5. Okay? All I did was 4x plus 3x. Combining like terms. Alright, now I need x to be on the left side of my inequality sign. So let me get all the x numbers on the left side. 7x is already in a good position, no problem there. 9x, however, is not. 9x is on the right side. So let's jump across that inequality sign. And that positive 9x, because it's positive over here, turns into negative 9x. Less than. Everything else goes on the right side. Minus 5 is already on there. That's good. Minus 9, however, is not on the right side. So let's jump across that inequality sign, and the minus will turn into plus. Okay, positioning is good. Let's do the math. 7x minus 9x is minus 2x, less than minus 5 plus 9 is positive 4. Let's solve for x. I got to divide this by minus 2. Divide this by minus 2. Cancels out. X is free. 4 divided by minus 2 is minus 2. And if you remember your algebra rules, whenever you divide by a negative number, like you see over here, whenever you divide by a negative number, the inequality flips the other way. So instead of less than, it'll now become greater than. And that is our final answer. Okay, and there we go. This is how you use basic jump technique to solve basic algebra problems. It's just another method, another strategy to help kids out in case they're having trouble with using the inverse technique that we usually teach in schools. Thank you.